So I found it in Tasha's Cauldron Everything. There's a subsection in the character options chapter called Changing a Skill. Sometimes you pick a skill proficiency that ends up not being very useful in the campaign, or that no longer fits your character's story. In those cases, talk to your DM about replacing that skill proficiency with another skill proficiency offered to your class at first level. Such a change is when you reach a level that grants you an ability score increase, representing that your character has spent a level or two studying a new skill, letting an old one atrophy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Technically, that is now in. Wasn't before.
Somewhere.
I just. You know what? I'm not in. I'm not gonna pop off about that. Anyway, okay. That's the thing. I don't really call that a rule. That's like an advice, but sure.
Yeah, that's. I mean, does it say specifically optional rule, or is it just kind of?
Well, there's no design to it. They just literally said talk to your GM if you want to do the thing.
That's why I said, is it an advice column or is it an optional ruling? Because it would be like feats.
I mean, it's kind of neither. In all fairness, it is just sort of a thing.
It's just a chapter somewhere. Just a chunk of it's a paragraph.
All right, everybody. We had a little bit of a technical issue, but we're back. So, Isaiah, you were saying that Tasha's ruling, if it's really a ruling, and more so, you can do this. You can talk to your DM to do this.
Yeah. So I don't know. We do have an option for it. It might not be a great one. It might not even be a very expanded one, but we have it. And I think that's what matters.
Yeah. And so my only issue with calling that a specific ruling is that is...
Doesn't really feel like a ruling.
I won't say that. I will say that it feels like it's just something that could have already been done without Wizard specifically stating it. Because you can always talk to your DM about doing whatever with your character. That's always a possibility.
Yes.
Yes. But, I mean, no, that's not. It's not. I was not agreeing with Josh. Do not murder your DMs. I am not condoning murder. Okay. What I'm saying is that yes, players and DMs, especially when they're newer, will generally look at the rules as gospel. This is how it is. This is how we're going to do it. This is rules as written. But when you get it more into the game, it's definitely more, hey, DM, is it okay if I do X? Is it okay if I do Y? Can we do Z? And because, you get more comfortable with the game. You collaborate with your DM more. So it doesn't feel exactly like a rule. It feels more like, hey, guys, if you hadn't thought about this, you can do this. I do like the fact that they added a little bit of flavor to it by saying, you let one atrophy and you do it at a level which makes sense and is more ruly than just, hey, can I swap this proficiency out whenever. DM most likely will say, wait until we level or you're at a city, but I don't know your DM. I'm not your DM.
I do kind of like the idea though of like your barbarian wakes up the next morning and he's like, guys, I don't have athletics anymore, and he's just like way less buff than he was. He's like, I took it in favor of investigation.
Okay, but he's still buff. His cardio was shit.
His cardio was shit. Just can't jog anymore.
He hasn't been doing cardio the entire adventure. He's only been walking. So like I get why you would think it's a ruling, especially because it definitely has the more ruly aspect by saying you do this at a level or when you've taken a particular like time to do something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like, every so often or every few levels you can swap a skill out. That's what makes sense to me, right? Like,
no, but a lot of the classes did get a like versatility ability, which is like you can swap out like a spell or like what was it? A lot of the fighting style. Yeah, a lot of the classes in Tasha's got that. They got their like whatever versatility, just let you do a little swappy. But I don't think under the the optional class feature. But I don't think any of them let you swappy proficiencies.
Yeah, it's not class specific.
It's like bardic versatility. When you reach a level in this class that grants an ability score improvement, you can do one of the following, representing a change in your focus on your skills and magic. Replace one of the skills you choose for the expertise feature with one of your other skill proficiencies that isn't getting expertise, and then replace one cantrip from this class's spell. Yeah, so like a couple of the classes got that. Yeah, I don't know if any of them let you just like move proficiency.
Straight up move proficiency. Yeah, I mean, moving proficiency with something is also like, proficiency is, you've practiced the skill a lot. Like, this is your skill. This
you
is
are
your bread and
proficient, you might say.
Yeah. What? No. Because like, to become proficient in something, it usually takes months to years, depending on the skill. Like, and the drive that you have to become proficient in it. So, which is why like the tool proficiencies and the item proficiencies are like, yes, it takes several months of training to become proficient in this. So it definitely feels a little bit weird for a skill to just become like, I'm now proficient in this. Athletics and acrobatics are a bit different because it's like athletics, yeah, it takes months to get the gains, but it also takes like seconds to lose them. You know?
I also like the mental image of the wizard wakes up the next morning and he's like, guys, listen, I'm really bad at math now and arcana, don't ask me any questions anymore. However, way more perceptive this morning.
Yeah, that yes.
I see everything.
I've started drinking this thing called Whey.
Wow, I was able to pronounce it this morning, and now it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know if I need a new prescription for my glasses or something, but it's this Whey stuff.
Hey guys, have you always been blurry with these glasses? Takes off glasses. Wait, I can see you now.
or
yeah, so like.
Or, conversely, you have like a +8 to your perception as a rogue, and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, I can do backflips now, but I'm blind.
I literally can't see 5 feet in front of me.
I cannot see shit, but you guys want to see a sick backflip?
And then you backflip off a ledge because you couldn't see the fucking ledge. Yeah. Oh, there you go. No.
I like this. I might implement this. Just pick whatever proficiency you want every morning.
How funny it would be. No, you make it even worse. Everybody has their pool of proficiencies, and then you roll to see which ones you get.
Oh my god!
It's just fucking chaos.
Like chaos rain. They're like, this morning, I can't play my lute anymore, but I can lie really good now.
Well, it's like that. What was that one? That one post, I think it's on Reddit or something, or no, it's on Tumblr, where it's like, you as a wizard as a cleric don't get to pick your spells. Your DM picks it for you every morning, and you're like, Jesus.
I was thinking specifically of the game where you don't know what your character sheet is until you roll it.
Oh yeah, that's a crazy one.
Oh yeah, where it's like you don't see your character sheet, but you roll the stat, the DM tells you what the bonus is.
Yeah, and then you're just like, wait, I have a +7 to it? Like, what?
Yeah, and then I saw another one where it's like, you don't even know what race and class you are, or somebody makes a comment about you being a dragonborn, you're like, I'm a dragonborn?
There's also the Cards Against Humanity one where it's like, bees? Bees?
Yeah. So, that definitely would be an amusing scenario, especially with, like, swapping proficiencies on a level definitely would be very goofy because it's like, well, I can't intimidate people anymore, but like, I can run real fucking good. I'm really good at running.
What is losing proficiency in intimidation even look like? Do you just get like really bad voice squeaks?
You just your voice either squeaks or your face just becomes way softer.
You get like tonsillitis. You can't talk very well anymore. I'm real scary.
I just love the idea of you losing, like, you swap your proficiency in intimidation with persuasion, so like all your war scars just fade away. You just become handsome Squidward.
You just get really hot. No, that's the difference. So if you swap your intimidation for persuasion, that's what happens is you become less rugged and you just get really hot overnight.
Yes, I'm okay with this.
So it's just the idea of it being on level is very goofy just because of that scenario specifically. So like I like it better on a downtime, but like it's still very much so like how do we explain this in the game? Now if there was like a magic item that was